look, I got one of these real pics too, y'all. I got one of them on Black of them proud pics. Hey, you can do that, man. That's hard work right there, man. That's a lot of hard work and dedication. Y'all, look, I'm happy, y'all. I'm happy. When I can see progress, I'm happy. And y'all got to bear with me. I'm letting this stuff. The dude cut my hair last week and he kind of messed me up. He messed up over here, so he had to go through the whole thing with it. Now I got to just let it grow out because I want all my stuff to connect the right way. Just got to connect with this. I wanted him to level it up where this was starting low and it got higher. He cut the whole thing off. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. So yeah, I'm looking a little rough right now. I'm looking a little rough. It's thick though. It's thick. But okay, so let's get to it. I will say this: when I saw Shedeur, the first day when I seen Shedeur, and when I seen Shedeur working with the quarterback coach and like doing training when they were just training, I seen him working with the guy. He had the tennis ball like on his arm or whatever when he was throwing. I noticed his form was tight and everything. I'm like, damn, Shedeur leveling up. Like, y'all gotta understand, Shedeur looked nice when he was at Jackson. You know how long ago that was? Like, he looked nice then. So he's been putting layers on top of layers of skill sets, learning from his mistakes, getting better. And this year, I think we about to see an explosion. I think we about to see an explosion of greatness in the next few months, y'all. And I'm gonna say this, Uncle Phil, I call it the new offensive line coach. What's his name? Load Hope. Phil Load Hope. I think that's how you say it. I call him Uncle Phil. And the reason why I call him Uncle Phil, yesterday when I went and looked at Jordan's video on YouTube, I'm watching the stuff, and all the offensive linemen, y'all gotta remember these offensive linemen, they like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", maybe. They looking up to this man like little kids. All of these 300-pound dudes are looking, they got their uniforms on. Some of them got their helmets on, and they are looking up. When you put your helmet on and your uniform on, you get bigger. He was still bigger than them with their helmets on and their uniform and shoulder pads on. So as a top recruit, when your coach shake your hand and his hand is bigger than yours, and you know he played for the league in the NFL for a few years, you kind of like, you know what? Yeah. I can learn something from Uncle Phil. What's up, Unc? You just get, what's up, Unc? Like, he has that big dog presence, that, that grown man presence that, yeah, we serious now. I got a long way to go to become that guy. And this helps, like when cornerbacks go play with Colorado, you can be as good as you want to be, but you know you're not Deion. And now these linemen that come in here, they can be as good as they want to be. But when they see him, they're like, damn. Even if they his size, they haven't played in the league yet. So he always has a notch over these players. So they're going to always feel like, I got some work to do. And I was watching him doing the drills. And he on the details, the small details. He's working on it with the hand placement, how they step, all that kind of stuff. He's being very particular about the small details. And I promise you, the small details get you beat. The small details, I'm talking about a smidget will get you beat in the NFL. A smidget will get you beat on the college level. And coaches, they can pick up on stuff. They can pick up on people using their wrong hand. They pick up on this kind of stuff. So they will send blitzes at players that have bad technique. Because they know, okay, if he missed on this, he missed on that, on 3rd and 12, 3rd and 3, this guy right here, we can probably run this stunt on him, and he's probably going to mess it up. Like, they pay attention to stuff like this. I'm telling y'all. So I just like the way that he's working with these players, and I can tell the line is coming together. Even some of the guys that feel like they doing good, I can tell he still got them like, you doing good, but you still got work to do. And y'all excuse the bumping and stuff. I'm getting loaded right now, so I had some time to jump in and do a video. But back to Shedeur. Shedeur looks so polished right now, and what I like about this is I can see the other quarterbacks looking at Shedeur. All eyes are on Shedeur. They're looking at him and they're picking up. Like, you know, when Peyton Manning will go places or Tom Brady will go places, and other quarterbacks, they look at them, they try to pick up on their mannerisms and different little things. I can tell that's how other players are looking at Shedeur. From what I'm seeing right now, when Shedeur goes on the field right now, he's locked in. He's not smiling. He's not playing. Even Shiloh, I'm noticing that with Shiloh. Like, Shiloh, he like, look, I'm glad my brother is getting his hype. I'm glad my dad is getting his hype. But look, I got something to say too. And I don't know if y'all caught it when he told Coach Prime. He was like, look, every time you talk about Shedeur, because he was saying Shedeur could have won the draft this year, and he probably would have been the second overall pick. He had a chance to be in the second overall with a quarterback taken off the board. And he was like, he talked to people. He know people in the NFL, and he talked to people. So, but you know how that is. The draft process, you never know what the draft process, because some guys say they got picked by people they never talked to on the phone, and the people that they was talking to that said, we're gonna pick you at this number, they don't pick you. So you never know how that process is gonna work out. But I'm gonna tell y'all, Shiloh has something to say. He's like, look, I know y'all kind of overlooking me. Y'all kind of overlooking me a little bit, and I'm about to shock the world. Like, I believe Colorado's secondary is gonna have the most turnovers. I'm not gonna say interceptions. I'm gonna say the most turnovers. Like, they're gonna have a real no-fly zone. I believe, and barring injuries, Colorado's weakest aspect is gonna be run stopping, little short stuff out in flats, like trying to attack the linebackers and trying to manipulate the defensive ends and get around the defensive ends. Zone blocking, trying to create holes with these linebackers in the offense. Defense line. The secondary, I think the secondary is gonna be on point this year, y'all. I think the secondary is gonna be like one of the most feared. About halfway through the season, if our D-line gets pressure, it's hard to have a great secondary if you don't get pressure from your guys up front. And with that being said, I got this shirt on for a reason. Eric, have y'all seen Eric flash yet? Now, this Friday, we supposed to have full pads, and there's supposed to be some collisions, so we might have some good content later on this evening. If they do full pass and Bucky put the video out, I will go live tonight and talk about what I saw. But I haven't seen my man Eric Brantley and my man from Detroit. I haven't seen them flash yet. Does anybody know what numbers Eric Brantley is wearing, or what number? I can't even think about my man name from Detroit, the defensive player of the year that came, the defensive end. Do y'all know what numbers they wear? Hey, what's good, Buff Dynasty? Hey, I heard you on the podcast the other day, bro. I gotta get you on, man. I gotta get you on, bro. Follow me on YouTube or on Instagram, bro, and hit me in the DMs. I need your number, dog. I want to bring you on here. I heard you talking with Harry, BWB. I always get them initials messed up on this YouTube channel, STL or something like that. I heard you on there. You were spitting. You know what you were talking about. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah. Brandon Swain. Hey, I haven't. What number? Like, I don't know how to get at you, dog. I don't know how to DM you. You can find me on Twitter at Big Tiger, or you can find me on Instagram, Big Tiger. And just jump in it, because I don't want you to put your number out here. I don't want to put my number out here. Everybody be texting me on a random Wednesday talking about Colorado. But I feel like our secondary is our strong point on defense right now. For sure, Shedeur is like the diamond on our offense, but I don't know what's better. I don't know if our running backs or our wide receivers are better. I mean, granted, we have more wide receivers than we have running backs, but when you talking about ability, our running backs are different. I'm gonna do a video tomorrow talking about that. Like I took a picture of them, like the running back group. Like all these dudes are different. They all bring something different. We got a four-headed monster, and everybody's different. Hold on, I think this guy can give me my paperwork. What's going on? All right. Hey, that was quick, man. I thought y'all gonna take about 30 minutes.
It's not done yet. He's got a band, but whenever that light turns green, it should be good.
Ready to go. All right.
He's got a band and take some pictures.
Okay. All right, have a good one. Yeah, I'm working 2 jobs, man. I'm working 2 jobs at once. But I believe, y'all, what we wanted last year, that excitement that we wanted last year, that we kind of got let down on the back end, I believe we're going to get there. I'm not saying we're going to go undefeated. I'm not saying that. But I believe we're going to have a lot of games, kind of like the Cowboys, where they go down to the wire. And I believe it's going to be some crazy catches. I believe it's going to be some unbelievable plays. I believe we're going to see some plays where it's just some domination. I mean, like, just, hold on. Yeah, hey, running game real solid. Real solid. Hey, I see y'all coming here. Hey, but look, I believe this year, y'all, we gonna put on the show. We're gonna put on the show. I'm finna take that bet. I think they got it where Colorado won't win no more than 5 games. I'm about to take that bet. I mean, Shedeur look nice, bro. I'm talking about Shedeur look like, cause he's more fluent than Tom Brady. He kind of was reminding me of like a mixture. I'm just saying, when they backing up, getting into their stance and throwing and setting up fast, he kind of reminded me a little bit of Peyton Manning and Cam Newton, like of that athletic ability of Cam, but that urgency of Peyton Manning and like fine details of Peyton Manning. I'm watching Shedeur do his thing. I'm like, this might get scary. And I didn't know my man had number 10. I thought he was gonna get number 1. LeJounte. I thought LeJounte was gonna get number 1. He actually has number 10, so he got Willie Gaines' old number. No, Willie Gaines had number 20. I don't know who had number 10. Oh, Weaver had number 10 last year. And see, that's one thing, yeah, y'all. That's one thing about playing sports and all this kind of stuff. You can get replaced like nothing in football. Like, Weaver did great things for us last year. And shouts out to Weaver. I think he finna do his pro day in Florida. He wasn't able to do it in Colorado. I think he was still like rehabbing or something. Shouts out to Weaver. Because I was on Weaver last year, and I was saying this, and I knew it. I said, man, why does Weaver not show up in the 4th quarter? I'm like, this dude hadn't caught a touchdown in the 4th quarter. Like, now I found out why. His shoulder was popping out of place. So just imagine, once your arm pop out of place, and he never showed it. Like, we never seen him grimacing. I never seen it. But think about it. If your shoulder, your arm, or whatever popping out, and you still out there running routes, breaking down, like, look at all that movement in your shoulders. Like, it's all that. Catching the ball, that's all shoulder. So once your arm pop out or your shoulder pop out, I know it's hard to still play at the same level that you was playing at the beginning of the game. So now it makes sense why he was cooking a lot. He got a majority of his catches in the first half. And then in the fourth quarter, he wasn't as productive because I think my man was hurting. I think he was just trying to make it through, and he was trying not to make excuses. But one thing I tell people, know your limits. And if you can't go, you can't go. Sometimes you better on the bench than on the field if you can't go. I always tell kids that, like, stop, don't hog the time up. If you can't go, if you ain't 100%, let somebody else get in there that can make it happen. But let me see what y'all talking about. Hey, Grand Rising. Did Eric move the linebacker? I know they was talking about him. He might move the linebacker. Like, I saw Eric. Like, last month I was weighing like 280. Now, I don't need to weigh 280. I'm trying to get down. Last time I was home, I was like 270. So I don't drop like 14 pounds, right? But I saw Eric, and I was bigger than Eric when I saw Eric. So my natural position was like linebacker safety. So I think Eric is a linebacker naturally. He has the, and let me say this now, he has the technique. When I say he has the technique, he's technical sound. Like, I mean, when you go to college, they're gonna push you to try to get better. You can always get better. I mean, you got Steph Curry still working on his dribble, his shot every day. So you can always get better. But watching Eric's highlight tape, his techniques, his ripping, and how he uses his hands, Eric knows how to use his hands. Some guys, they don't know how to use their hands. They just, once they get to the next level, they just survive off of, I'm faster than you and I'm bigger than you. Eric actually, he's a technician with his hands. So rushing the passer, he has a skill set that's hard to find. But size-wise, he's not as big. So when you're real tall, you got a longer reach. So you can push out on the linemen before they really get to your body. If you got shorter arms, now they can get to your body before you can get to their body. So that's why there are a lot of short guys, they don't really want you playing defensive end, because you can't get your moves off as well when you're going against like Uncle Phil. Look how big Uncle Phil is. His arms are so long, if Eric tried to pass rush on Uncle Phil could just stalemate him. He can't even get his moves off because his arms ain't long enough. So I understand if Eric does get moved to a linebacker. The only thing I don't like about it is he's been working at being a great defensive end for the last 4 years. Now the switch going to linebacker, he got to learn how to move backwards. He got to learn how to move sideways. But here recently, he's just been containing, keeping everything inside of him, and trying to beat the lineman moving forward. Like, every now and then he might drop out, but naturally he was always pressing forward. As a linebacker, you reading your keys. You go forward when the offensive lineman show pressure. When the offensive lineman don't show pressure, you going backwards. If the running back is hitting straight downhill, you going downhill. If the running back is pressing like towards the sideline, now you got to open your hips up. You got to go to the sideline. So all that is, you got to learn how to see that, recognize what your eyes are seeing, and your body got to flow with that. And that takes reps and reps and reps to learn how to see that, and for your body to move on it right now. And that's what I'm talking about with Bentley right now. Bentley, he still, to me, he want to do what he want to do, but his eyes don't necessarily connect with his brain when it's time to, I see this, I'm finna switch on this. Y'all, I'll break down some of his film for y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like, Bentley, he sees it, but he's thinking something else. You got to learn how to react and move to whatever you see right now. That's the difference. That's why Ray Lewis said this right here. He was like, I'm older now, I'm slower now, but I'm wiser now. What he mean by that is, once he sees this, he know, okay, now you can only do this, this, or this. You can't do that. It's not possible for you to. So only you have to worry. I can eliminate all of this out of my brain and just focus on this and this. because when you took this first step here, I know you can't go that way no more. You can only go here, or you can do a fake and go back. Like it's stuff like that that a lot of people don't understand. That once you play a position long enough, you move faster because your brain and your eyes are telling you what to do, more so than what your 40 time is telling you. That's why you see some guys that can run a fast 40, but it don't translate on the field, because they can run fast, but once they start seeing different stuff, their brain slows down. Now they can't keep it going at the same speed because they're trying to think and run at the same time, and some people just can't do that. So that's the struggle that Eric about to go through. Sorry for the long one, but that's what Eric about to go through with these changes. And I wanted to see Eric play this first year. So now he might get red shirted if he go to linebacker. I didn't want to see that, but hey, it is what it is. But look, y'all, they got me done over here. I got to get out of this door. I can't drive and do videos at the same time. So I will see y'all later. When this video drop, I'm gonna check the video out and we're gonna break it down, what we saw in the first scrimmage. And next week will be the big scrimmage. But I'll see y'all later. Hold on. We got one more. I'll take one more question. What'd you think about Eric? Oh, that's the same one. Eric moving linebacker. All right, y'all. I'm gone.